I couldn't pay the entire money, so I gave him part payment, and from that point I could not pay again. So the top table fridge that was presented to me while I was being sent forth by my former employer. So I have to ask my senior colleague, please, since I can't pay you in cash, can I give you in exchange? I think my balance remain like 18,000 or 20,000 naira. Can I give you this tabletop? I've never used it before. And he said, bring it. So I gave him the fridge, and that was how I was able to settle the debt, the outstanding on the first laptop I ever used. But one day I got to the office, the laptop had been stolen. And I said, where will I start from again? But you know one thing with me, it doesn't matter what I'm going through, I have learned how to look up unto God. So I was working again until I was able to gather some funds and get another laptop. So that was how I was able to get laptop. For car, I couldn't use car for years. The first car I will use was given to me by somebody that God touched his heart, and it was a BMW 5 Series. And you know how problematic BMW used to be. A car that will take you house and may refuse to come back home. A car that would disgrace you anywhere. A car that you are inside like this, the glass had gone up for you to wind it down. It become a car that the wire will tell you this wire is not okay. It's not necessary. They will use their teeth to tear the entire wire, join it, and so that was the first car I started with. But thank God the story has changed today. You see, when I was starting out, a lot of people called me that you are too fast. You were too fast. Wait, it's not saying we are not saying God did not speak to you, but go back and walk. While I was so resilient, I was dogged in my decision. I said, you know, at a time, even if I pick guidance, I want to apply for job, I will just hear that voice. Stop it. And yet this pay is what was painful. Even when I wanted to do maybe one or two things that my colleagues does, I will hear that voice. You can't do it. Remain on the right path. So I learned doggedness, I learned resilience, I learned perseverance, and I learned what it takes to look up unto God. I learned that there is no season that is permanent. I learned that there is no level that you start with that you can't grow. You know, that was a particular experience I had also when I was stepping out and I moved to that new office. I did an advert in Castle newspaper, and by the name Indomitable Consult Prodigy. Then that was the days of Sergeant and 33 Nokia, remember the one with me. So I told my wife, I said, they will bombard me with several calls. So if I'm going to toilet, I will carry the two telephone, the two handsets. Nobody will come in. If I want to go and lie down on the bed, I will carry the two handsets. Nobody will come in. From morning to evening, nobody come in. Second day, third day, I say I'm in trouble. It is what it takes that I will make adverts on paper and no single call. And my wife said, you are in the days of your advertisement. I will go out, nothing to come back home. And I will feel discouraged sometimes. My wife will say, you are in season of your advertisement. But I learned that there is no level you start from that you can grow. Business is organic and it can grow. So, all right, building clients is a daunting task. It's an Aquilian task. Because about, especially if you are into servicing industry, because your services is not touchable. Your services is not physically seen. It can only be experienced, and even the experiential aspect of it has to do with the quality of services, maybe saving them some kind of naira, and getting their job done on time. That is what they can use to measure your KPI. So getting clients is not always easy, especially people that want to trust you with their financials, that want to give you their bank statements, that want you to be exposed to their tax situation. While we have a lot of consultants that are the one that exposes even their clients, that set their clients into the hands of the tax people. So they will not want to open up to you. But I discovered that while we're starting up, we started with people that knows us and that can refer us. So now my set will just ring now. Somebody gave me your number. And then aside that one, I was so aggressive when it comes to marketing. But at the same time, as an accountant, as an audit firm, you have a level that you can advertise, because professional ethics does not allow us to advertise. You cannot even be telling people this is what I'm doing and be making noise about it. So you have to do it strategically. It is who you serve that get encouraged, satisfied, will retain you. And when they retain you, you are sure that by next year, all things being equal, you are still serving them. And as you are serving them, they will refer you to their friends, to their business associates. And that was how we're able to grow our clientele base. And dealing with clients, we have different types of clients, which you have to approach differently with wisdom. I've seen a client that told me that if I talk to your head, you leave this place, it will be as if you should go and commit suicide. That was a client I was serving, and yet today we are still serving them. And now we have become a cordial friend. We have some clients that they will never pay you until you finish their job. And we have some clients that as you are giving them B, even before you arrive on the audit field, they have paid you 100%. So you know your clients, their behavior, their taste, even their temperament, and you will use it to relate with each of them. And when you do that, you'll be able to keep them successfully, at least for a minimum number of years that I can stipulated. Once you are inspired, that you are led into a particular business, summon the courage and step out. If you are waiting for everything to fall in place before you start, you might not start forever. Just be sure that you have the passion and you are called out for that thing. Then the next thing you need to have is the skill. Because if you think that, okay, I'm called into this team and I have the passion for this thing, but there's difference between passion and skill. You might have the passion is like Z. I want to become this, I want to do this, but there is no skill. Then that person will be frustrated because there are competition out there. So what will make you to stand out is the skill set that you have. Nobody can take your skill away from you, but you can be weighed down, even in their passion and the zeal, if the desired result is not met. So don't be afraid of starting from where you are. There is room for growth. The next thing I want to advise the entrepreneur, especially the young entrepreneur, if you see those people that have gone ahead, that have made name, they started from somewhere. You must start from somewhere and continue to grow consistently. And by the time you wait for the time, somebody that has gone ahead of you or that is bigger than you in name, whatever, today, there is a room for overtaking. but you must take it gently, steadily, consistently. And another thing I want to say is anybody that has the mind of becoming an entrepreneur, don't be afraid. One of the things that keeps a lot of people on the spot stagnated is fear. And whether we like it or not, there will be challenges. Even whatever challenges that we are going through now, there will still be more. But it might comes in a different pace. But when it comes, there's the opportunity in it. As people are crying currently now, people are still stopping and spotting out opportunity, and they are making use of it, and they are becoming great entrepreneurs.